I want to touch on what I believe is happening whenever somebody has gone through emotional neglect or emotionally distant households paired with any more severe forms of physical abuse, emotional abuse, right? Where the parents may constantly be fighting, constantly arguing. Maybe there's physical fights as well, right? Alcoholism, drug abuse, more things paired together with it, right? But what I've seen is that a lot of the times, and of course, this is different for everybody. Everybody is going to go through life differently. You may have siblings or family members who have gone through things and came out completely okay, right? They didn't carry so much internally. They were just naturally able to overcome those things on their own, as everybody's built differently. So the ones that do carry these things internally, like scars, right, that we can't see, some of the things I'm going to share with you is how this shows up in their life. And this is in regards to how they develop relationships, what types of relationships they find themselves in, and how they continue to survive in them and treat them as though they're projects, right? Their relationships. So one thing I've seen is that they see their partners as something to fix, something to help them get better, right? Whether it's emotionally, financially, physically, their relationship with their family, any addictions they may be going through. They just see everything that their partner is going through as a chance to show love that they didn't get from their own relationship with their parents, right? A weird dynamic that's going on there. And this can lead to tolerating harmful behaviors in the beginning, right? Nobody wants to find themselves in a relationship like this, but in the beginning, the person shows you all their good qualities and they're hiding all the darkness or the negative qualities that's underneath, right? Of course, everybody does this instinctively when they're trying to get into a relationship, but any red flags or harmful behaviors, whether it's angry outbursts, jealousy, trying to control them, right? All these things seem to be glossed over, as it's as though they've been through much worse in their past, or they never developed healthy ways to deal with these kinds of things, to call them out, right? To notice them, to trust their gut, their instincts, right? They were always taught to just stuff whatever they were feeling from a young age and never have to actually speak up about it, right? Or challenge it. So they just let these things gloss over. And over time, they're going to find that their relationships that they do stay in are going to begin to mirror their parents, and they're gonna see everything incrementing in severity levels. Now you truly see the person for who they are, whether they're alcoholics, drug abusers, physical abusers, right? They're cheating, they're doing all the terrible things that can happen in a relationship, and the unresolved trauma, the emotional neglect, and the distant parents that they had from a young age are gonna create this distorted sense of what true love and connection is, because that's what they saw from their parents, right? They saw their parents go through terrible marriages. Maybe they got divorced later in life, right? But they saw them fighting, arguing all the time, never truly seeing the damage that was being done to you, right? As the child of a marriage like that. And that becomes internalized as what you think is a normal relationship, right? These dysfunctional dynamics are going to be what is a part of what you know and what you in subconsciously revert to or are drawn to, right? These internalized beliefs of unworthiness, right, from never being heard, never being shown any compassion or empathy, are going to be what is going to cause you to seek out these partners that confirm these negative beliefs in yourself. And as you maintain yourself in that relationship, it just becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy of you feeling like you're not worthy of certain things, that you don't deserve love, that you don't deserve a healthy relationship. And then this partner that you're with is just confirming that, right? As this is what your life is now. That's something that I've heard people say. So breaking free from this is going to require a lot of self-reflection. And a lot of times it doesn't require you to remember everything from your past, from your childhood. It just requires you to take responsibility for how you've been thinking about yourself, what self-beliefs you've been carrying for so long, what's been instilled in you, and how that is being maintained, allowed, and continued by yourself, right? By your thoughts, by your subconscious beliefs. And these types of things do take a lot of internal reflection and self-awareness, which is something that I help people build or help people realized through deep questioning and challenging and going through the confusion that can happen when you start to do that, right? When you start to look within. So hopefully this can give you a clear picture of why you found yourself in so many terrible relationships where you were constantly trying to fix the other person, where you put yourself to the side, where you put yourself last, where you didn't think you were worthy of anything else other than these types of relationships, right? Maybe you just didn't know what it looked like or what you truly deserved, right? Because of how ingrained it was in you to see that dynamic from your parents. So hopefully this brings some awareness to you, and you can finally start to choose to work on yourself and break those internalized negative beliefs and that low self-worth that you've been carrying for so long.